Hello and welcome to another review for a Bluetooth speaker. This speaker is not as popular as some of the other ones that may have been seen around, such as the UE Mega Boom or the Harman Kardon Onus. This is quite popular actually because of the sound it has and the speaker configuration that it has at the base, possibly at the back base port. The thing with these is that this one you can obviously it's waterproof and it's quite easy to carry around. It's quite compact and sounds quite good. This one particularly here has a handle at the back, and the whole idea of these speakers that you can take them, transport them with you where you're going somewhere, because that's the whole idea of having these mobile portable Bluetooth speakers. There are many others. Some are made by Bose as well, which are the SoundLink series, SoundTouch. I would say the portable, the port and the SoundTouch 10, 20, and the range that they do. But anyway, today we're reviewing the Vifa Oslo. I heard this in a shop and quite impressed with the sound itself. Also, the design is actually made in Denmark, and the product is in China. It's made in China, like any other product nowadays. Everything is made in China, but effectively the actual product design takes shape in Denmark. So hopefully whatever the designers in Denmark have done, the Chinese manufacturers have brought it to life. So here it is. It is unboxing it as well. What I have done is cut the wrapper open so I don't have to sort of, So let's open this up and see what's inside. So just to show you. So we're just going to open this up right now. So you have the Start Essentials pack here. Presumably it's the USB lead to charge. Bit of polystyrene, so let's remove that. Okay, once that comes out, here we have the speaker itself, quite nicely snugged in, and another Power Essentials box at the bottom, and presumably that would be the power adapter, or along the lines of, yep. Ooh, we've got some silicone gel in here as well, and we have the power adapter plate, and as expected we have the power adapter. Now before I move forward, let me just quickly close this back so we go back to what it was. So this is the box itself. They retail for $3.99 in the UK on Amazon, so the price is quite dearer compared to some of the products that you may see. Obviously, as they say, the price speaks for itself, and hopefully there will be the quality of this would reflect that. The box is quite strangely designed in terms of its description, because it doesn't say anything about the wattage that I can see. It does say it's NFC compatible, but I don't seem to see anywhere which goes into the detail of the configuration of the speakers and the technical bits and pieces. So there's nothing there that you would probably see on a box and say, well, you know what, I like this product because it's got, I don't know, a 2-inch woofer and a tweeter that is going to go into certain decibels and this, that, the other. So they don't. Not none of these products. It's like, it plays the music, you like the sound, just buy it. So here it is. So let's go. I'm going to put the box on the side for now, and let's delve into what I've just found. So we've got the charging pack first. What's in this? If it opens, everything's in a cloth bag, which is quite different to any other item that I've seen so far. Usually they all come in plastic bags, so this is all like going all eco. So we have the power adapter, like any other. An audio cable which has got a, I believe it's a 3.5 male to male jack. And we have two power adapters for two different countries, one for 2 pins and a 3 pin for UK. So I could slide that in and hopefully it would just click in. There we go, so that goes in, so now it's good to go. 2 pin we don't need, so I'm going to keep that on the side. This is for display. And now we've got the unit itself, and again it's in a cloth bag, very flush, very nice. It's pretty heavy as well, so I would say that if I was to lift this, maybe a little bit more than I thought, but yeah, they're both heavy, so heavy in a sense that they you know, they don't seem to be any different to one another. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a nice wrap around it because it's fabric, and we have the plastic. So let me just remove this gently so we could just not tear it. So I hate tearing the packaging, and I just like to open it sensibly. So if I want to put it back in at some point, I can do. So here we are. This unit is actually in blue. It's all fabric. It's quite nice. Now what I want to do is see if this comes off, which it doesn't, so it's a pretty sealed unit. I thought it may have the option so that fabric would just slide off so I can see what's behind it, but it doesn't. So the unit is pretty compact, and it's made of metal as well. It doesn't, not plastic, so it's pretty solid. The model is Vifa A060 Vifa Oslo, which is just here. It has the volume buttons in the front on the fabric itself. The only downside of this unit, without even turning it on, I can see, is that you need to make sure your hands are clean when you're using it if you want to keep this thing clean. Because I can see this thing getting dirty quite quickly if you've got, you know, grubby fingers if you're out and about. At the back we've got the adapter, that's the USB service port. I've got the, I presume this is the audio in for the jack, and we've got the power on button, which I'm going to hold down and see if it comes on. Oh well, you know what, I don't think this is charged at all, so it's pretty flat, so I believe this needs charging. So out of the box, and it has no power. Let's charge it and see how it goes. Let's plug it in. Plug it in here, and here we are. The light has just come on and it's charging. I believe I'll give it a few minutes so it has enough energy to start up, and then we pair it with one of the phones and play some music and see how it goes. In the meanwhile, I could talk about the UE Mega Boom, which also is a very good device in terms of Bluetooth. I like this a lot, you know why? Because it talks as well. So when the battery goes down, it says battery low, please charge. I mean, these little things that they've added is quite a good feel to this device, whereas the Onus Harman Kardon doesn't do that. When it goes down, it doesn't beep or anything, it just the light starts flashing. So if you're far away from the device itself, it will flash the light. You wouldn't know if it's flashing or not, but eventually it will just cut out and go. Whereas the UE Mega Boom would give you an audible sound to say, look, it's going to die, it's going down in charge now, and it does that. So it's really nice. and if you reach the maximum volume as well, it gives you a little beep saying that you have now reached the maximum volume, so you know how much to increase. Whereas the, again, Harman Kardon, as much as it sounds like a good name, but they haven't done certain things in the device to make it more desirable, I would say, other than it sounds good. So yeah, I mean, the price wise are pretty much in a similar league, to be honest, these two, but this particular one, the Vifa, stands out quite a bit in terms of, this sits right next to something like a Bose SoundTouch 30 and a SoundTouch 20, but then again, those devices are not mobile in terms of price, because the price for one of those sits quite similar to this one, which is around about £400, and that's to be used at home. Whereas this particular one is a very compact mobile speaker, and you can take it out and about with you. It comes in various colours, as it says, shows on the box: black, blue, red. We've got cream, but this particular one is in light blue. It's quite good in you know, in terms of how it's designed, to a point where if you're carrying it with you, it looks quite nice and funky. So let's see if it turns on now, or if it turns on while I am actually charging. Let me see if we can pair this thing via Bluetooth, of course. A lot of the Bluetooth speakers you can't use while they're charging. This particular one is probably the same. Let me unplug that. Yep, it's showing a red light right now. So it's saying that I am still not charged fully to the point where you can use me. So it seems that it needs more power than expected. I believe the weight of this unit is mostly because of the batteries inside. I can't say by looking at the box itself. I might be able to tell you a little bit more when I open the essential pack, which is part of this box. Aha, there we are. So we have fancy postcards. Interesting. Got a lady carrying it. Looks like it's part of the fashion accessory. We've got another lady sitting down with a different colour clothes. Another lady. Another lady with different clothes, yellow. And we have finally a booklet, which will talk much about the functions, and a wired connection and a Bluetooth pairing connection. Connecting with Bluetooth. Oh well. I don't seem to see anywhere where it says how long do you have to charge before using. Funny how these people come out with these cards, and the main thing is when you take it out of the box you have to charge the thing. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say please charge for X amount of time before starting the unit up, or if it's not powered on and the light doesn't come on, what do you have to do. Yeah, the instincts say that you have to charge it, which we'll do anyway, but it would be nice if they actually told us on the box. Pairing the unit, I think every single person now knows how to pair something, because it's more or less standard. You hold the Bluetooth button down, you charge, you connect to it, and it starts working. You've chosen well. A loudspeaker for everyone who values exclusive Nordic design and authentic sound. Designed to be intuitive for you to use, this manual just spells out the details. For instance, how to connect wirelessly in a flash. Enjoy. Wow. Great. The Oslo is built for long-lasting relationship. Interesting. In order to ensure the quality music performance, please ensure no exposure to rain, moisture, high humidity, or sources of heat that may damage the product. The intended use is within the temperature range of 5 to 40 centigrade. Interesting. 5 to 40. Well, 40 isn't that high, because I have seen areas where it goes to 40 in normal conditions, so clearly you can't use this in climates where there's hot weather. And there is no, as far as I know, there is no actually any law on what is a temperature that is sufficient to work nowadays, is it? Anybody can work in any temperature nowadays. Interesting. Let me just put that on mute. Well, still charging. Right, here we are. The station indicator says that the red is the warning indicator, green auxiliary connection, and blue is Bluetooth connection, and yellow is no connection active. Well, at the moment the indicator is on red. It is charging. Oh, status indicator in the front. Oh, interesting. Ooh, there it is. It just came on. Can you see that? Got it. There it is, shining orange. Yellow, no connection active. Interesting. I was thinking the button at the back is the one that I need to worry about, but no. So what I'll have to do, I'll hold this down, if that is a button, that is. Nope. Presume the button at the back is the one. You turn the Oslo on. Press and hold the mode button until the status indicator turns on. Ooh, so the mode button is actually at the back of the unit. And then it says, press and hold the mode button until the status indicator starts flashing yellow, and then release it. Yep, we've got that. A full charge will take 3 to 4 hours. Please charge the Oslo for more than 4 hours the first time you charge it. Excellent. Keep the Oslo plugged in near the power outlet. The intelligent power management will keep the battery in perfect condition. Excellent. When charging, you can see the progress. I can see the progress. Interesting. Oh, right. So the progress is basically the flashing battery light is the progress. It says the battery below 5% is red, battery level 5 to 80% is yellow, and battery level above 80% is green. Fair enough. So to turn the Oslo on, press and hold the mode button until the status indicator starts to turn on. Yep. Press and hold the mode button until the status indicator flashes blue. So if I hold the mode button, here we go. It's flashing blue now, as we can see that. Interesting. Now my phone should actually discover this little device so we can see. Aha! It's come up as Vifa BT 011B4E. So let's connect to that. Connected. Perfect. Now let's listen to some music and see where we go with that. I would like to play something that, once again, is monetize free, so I don't have to worry. So here we go. Let's see if that plays. what was happening here? What's happening here is that when we increase the volume and decrease the volume, the actual iPhone volume goes up and down. So it's not only the amplifier and the unit that's going up and down, it's also the iPhone volume as well. Yes, some or most of the speakers do that, but some don't. So some of them would keep the iPhone volume as whatever it is, and they would try to amplify the volume that's coming to the speaker to give the maximum output, and then you can increase the volume on the iPhone afterwards. But it's good because then in that way you can actually control the speaker volume from your phone, and it's excellent. So let's play some music and see how it plays. We'll take it all the way up and then down. You know, on first hand, I would say the sound is pretty good and it's pretty clear, pretty sharp. I know it's hard to make it sound better on a YouTube video, but yes, recording in stereo and everything, but it won't be the same when I'm listening to it here. But the bass is good. It's good. I don't know if I can compare this to this right now. So I'm gonna in a minute. Right, so there's one thing once again I'll mention again, is that it doesn't have any audible alerts of any sort, that if it's low the battery, or if the maximum volume is reached, or you know, if it's turning off or anything like that. So it's pretty much, you know, self-contained and know what you're doing kind of a device, not one of these where it kind of gives you a bit of a, you know, an idea of what it's trying to do. But I would say that the sound is pretty good. So let's see if we got...
Yeah. No.
Brilliant. Right, we're in business now. So now we've got two devices connected. Let me see if we can switch. There we go. See what I mean? Now this one, the battery was low, so it's completely just shut itself off. So I'm going to conclude right now that in terms of sound, definitely the Vifa it's sounding really good. Okay, well this is loud but has no bass as much as you would expect probably from a compact unit, but for the size of what it is, it does a good job. Plus it's waterproof, so this thing has its own qualities, whereas this one says don't go near water and this, that, the other. This particular device here, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, but the shape and it's just the way it is, it's not as loud as I would think when you make this sit next to something like this device here. So I would say that this is definitely a winner, and also for the size of what it is, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, there's no question about it. But then again, you pay for what you get. So even though these two companies next to me, Harman Kardon and the UE Boom, they have done a great job on producing the products for what they are. They all serve their own purpose. My review is on this particular device today because of the price and its rarity in terms of people don't know much about. In a sense that, you know, compared to Bose and Harman Kardon, everybody knows about these, but if you say something, oh, I've got a Vifa, they'd be like, well, what? And then you have to obviously make them listen to it. So yeah, this thing is really good. I mean, if you want to go out and about and have some really good sound, then look no further. This is definitely a winner. They've done a great job in the sound. It's a shame I can't open them, open this particular one. Usually I snap these speaker grills out, but in this case I think they made them really snug sealed. So unless I want to break them, which I don't, we have to just go by what it says on it. I can quickly run through the card again and see if it mentions anything about the sound. So we have the, alright, here we go. So it's a full range. It's got two 50mm driver units with an aluminium cone. Interesting. And then it has a woofer, which has got two woofers, 65mm Vifa drive units with flat sandwich cone, neodynamic magnet, mounted mechanically back to back in force balance configuration. The frequency response is 55 Hz to 18 kHz, minus plus 3 decibels. The input voltage of the adapter is 100 to 240 volts, so you can use it in America and you can use it here. It wouldn't have a problem and you wouldn't need to use a different adapter. It runs on 18 volts on 2500 milliamps, which is pretty good and strong. Okay, it says less than 0.5 watt when battery is fully charged. Okay, so we've got the dimensions here, which is 268 millimeters by 181 millimeters by 91, so by 90 millimeters, and it weighs 2.4 kg. Right, so yeah, that sounds about right. So that's 2.1. You know what, they're not far off, to be honest, these two, in terms of weight. It's a one-piece die-cast aluminium polycarbonate, custom made, Kvardet textile, whatever that is. It's a company that makes textiles, I presume. But yeah, it's so yeah, I wish they actually published all this information of the specifications on the box, so we knew what we're buying, rather than just buying a blank box and just expecting some magical things to happen. But the sound speaks for itself, so it is a good product, definitely. Invest in one of these, and I'm sure that you won't regret it. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching my review, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. As I said, time is the essence, and I have very little of it, so I try to do as much as possible where I can to review something or go through some of the products that I keep updating or fixing or repairing or something like that. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching, and until the next video, bye for now.